Hey, what is going on, you Dead Set Legends? Welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one interactive arm wrestling podcast in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, and we are just days away from the 25-hour podcast. Get excited, get up and about. This may be my last live until then. I should have posted it. Don't worry. I've got some rules for the 25-hour podcast. And also, let me just check. I probably should have put the time, shouldn't I? I'd say it starts midday in England, 7 a.m. in New York, 1 p.m. in Sweden, 4 a.m. in LA, 2 p.m. in Latvia. What else have we got? 3 p.m. in Dubai. So hopefully we'll get some people. I've got some rules about the podcast. Don't worry about that. But hey, if you're in the chat, give us a ready bang because today's topic. At the moment, let's just wait. Let me thank my YouTube and Patreon bangers. I've got a video coming out today or tomorrow, just giving everyone an update on the journey that is happening. And if you're in the chat, hit the like button, give it a ready bang. But every single dollar here goes into the channel. So, for instance, it's only 50 cents a week, maybe $1 a week. It's not much, but I was able to purchase some shirts and resell. I've got some leftover ones. I will put them on the show maybe during the 25-hour podcast. We might give a couple away. We'll see how it goes. As everyone quickly says, but as you can see, they are flying. The names are flying. I'm so appreciative. Everyone wants to be a banger. It is brilliant. I love it. Mate, the names are still, I think it goes for like a minute 30, this one, because there's over 300 names on the list. So it's going to be a good one. So basically, it's 9 a.m. here in Australia. So it'll start 9 p.m. Australia. So whatever the time is, flip it wherever you are around the world. So let's face it, Devon is money. That's what today's topic is about. Devon is money. I want to explain the topic. Then I'm going to say hi to the usual suspect. So Devon's money. It really is. So if you want an increase of maybe 25 to 40% pay-per-views, possibly more, you get Devon. If you want someone constantly promoting your pay-per-view on a massive channel with over 600, he's almost at 700,000 subscribers, you book Devon. If you're a YouTuber and you want views, you make it about Devon. For instance, I did the announcement of John Brasink versus Alexi Vovoda. I think it was 1,600. I did Devon and Dennis. Shortly after, almost 20,000. The video of Devon and his thumb is almost at 60,000. So you go look at all the channels. They might not be a good channel, but if you do Devon, he is money. So I was thinking, he pulled Sandras at Arm Wars. He's booked. I'll show you the timeline. So he's got 3 matches in 2023. Can he have more matches? I've got a poll there. And who? Let's see if we can book him a couple of matches. But who is in the chat? Let's have a look. Drunk Eddie is in the chat. He's having a bit of a laugh. GB thinks Gennady, Dave, and Dennis for this year. Well, 2 of them are already booked, so you don't need to think that. We know. Those 2 matches are definitely happening. Dave Chafee would be a good one. Then we've got Dennis with Rek Gennady from Herzog II. I'm going well, Irving. How are you going, mate? Hope you are going well, you dead set legend. Can you share the rules with us? Yes. It's not many rules. It's a bit of fun. I'm sure I'll add more rules to it. But I just want to see if I can keep it flowing for 25 hours. Hello, says Jared. Ready bang from Johnny Cooper. How are you, Aussie? Hope you're having a bloody awesome day to start. Also, boys, hit the like button. Thank you very much. Yes, I am having a bloody ripper morning. A ripper. Woke up. set up the live, had a good idea, had a coffee, hung out with my wife and daughter. Can't get much better than that. The tipster. Hello, Aussie. I like the intro music. Yeah, Marcus made that for me a while ago. Once in a while, I'll throw it in there. I've got a DJ mate here in Australia. He made the rockin' intro, and Marcus and his team made me that one. The dangerous one. Jake, your dead set legend. How you going? Devon getting ready to face Levan again. Gennady and Dennis are warm-ups. Oh, the big O. The big call. I love it. Ready, bang. Ready, bang. Oh, of course. We got people with the positivity. I guess after the bicep tear in the match against Gennady, Larratt won't compete again in 2023. Fresh as a daisy. If you're called fresh as a daisy, you're supposed to bring positivity and happiness. Hope you're doing well. I love this channel. We love you. CMEE Outdoors. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Ready, bang. Hello, I am a top-rate banger. I watch Aussie Arm Wrestler. It's been 4 days since I watched the post. Get in there. JR Williams is in the chat. Greetings all. Cowabunga. Cowabunga. It is. Go watch my video. Go watch my video. What's up, Yoa? Joa. How do you phonetically say your name, Lobato? Please tell me. Captain Obvious in the chat. Ready, bang, governor. Cheers, legends. KV in the chat. Morning, my friend. Nice to join you again. Swish is sweet. How do you have your coffee? I usually it's a real strong double, triple shot latte with 1 sugar. That's how I usually have it. Okay. Have I quickly said I have said hi to everyone? So let's have a look at the timeline and see if we can squeeze any more matches in with Devon. Let's have a look. So here's my timeline. So we know straight up. Let me just move my logo. Because you got to see Devon's face here. It's about Devon. So so we're starting at May. As you can see there. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Devon. That's how it's going to work. So we know he's got Gennady in May. And we know he's got Dennis in October. So I'm going to guess, based on recent events, that King of the Table usually go the month after East versus West. So I'm going to assume there's June and there's November. I'm going to assume that's when the next 2 King of the Tables are. We've also got the Monster Factory. So Michael's come out and said September 16th and December 16th are the next 2 Monster Factories. So we've got Monster Factory. Then Arm Gods is in September. We're looking. So I'm just giving where some big events are, and then we're going to go through them and see the likelihood and see if we can book them an opponent. Then we've got Arm Wars. So there's an Arm Wars dart card in April. Set it on the fix. And then there's been talks of having another Iron House or something like that. Neil has hinted that Devon is coming back to Arm Wars. Is it there or is it I'm going to say late August, early September, but I ran out of room in September. Late August, early September, I'm going to guess. Then, of course, we've got July 1st, AWE. So that's Devon's timeline. Right. So that's the timeline that we've got there. And there's more events. We've got We the North. Devon's flying around the world doing seminars, which I don't know the dates and everything for. But let's go through them Oh, East versus West, 8's in July. I keep forgetting about East versus West July. So, East versus West. That's real close to have May and July. But that's okay. Devon doesn't have to pull at both of them. Because remember, he pulled at November's East versus West, but missed January's East versus West. Does that make sense, GB? So, yeah, everyone's saying hit the like. Everyone's been cool. So that's a good timeline. Of course, the bloody East versus West in July as well. So where AWE is. So we know he's pulling an East versus West. So I'm ruling out Arm Wars Dark card. I'm ruling out Arm Wars Dark card because he's going to have a battle with Gennady. I'm going to guess King of the Tables in June. Right. The likelihood of that happening is big. The likelihood of Devon pulling, I think that'll be enough rest. Especially if they go end of June. And why I've put June, I have seen something. So from there, let's say King of the Table's a high probability. So if King of the Table's a high probability, I'm ruling out AWE. No disrespect to my boys in Australia, but money, they've got matches booked, venue and everything. So let's say he's booked a King of the Table. Therefore, I'm ruling out AWE. Who are we booking him at King of the Table? That's a 4 to 8 week break, which is more than enough for Devon. I've ruled out Arm Wars. Let's book him for King of the Table. Let's have a look. So we've got May. Yeah, East versus West is in May. And we're ruling out, because I think there's a dark card being filmed in May. So we're ruling that one out. John versus Vovoda is a legacy match. Why isn't it at King of the Table? Jeremiah, I know exactly why. I'm not allowed to answer. Okay, so JR's firing out. Where to go? JR says Devon versus Kadecha. Makes the most sense. Okay, looking at Alex Kadecha's timeline, this is a high probability match. I like it. This is a high probability match because Alex hasn't been on the table for a while. We know he's going to come back to the table. If you've seen my podcast with him, he's definitely coming back. There's room for Devon to train. It's rough. He's 130 kilos. So Devon can continue his training for 8 weeks. That there is a high probable match for King of the Table. Done. I wish Devon versus Dennis at King of the Table, but it's at East versus West in October. Ready, bang. Ready, bang. No, he says he's coming back in the summer, which the summer his time, June, July, August. King of the Table, June. That's what he told me. So then there's that one. Pronate attendant comes in, ready, bang. Hope you're doing well. Okay. So we've booked versus. So we've got him one match. AWE, I'm going to rule out. Now, if Neil is telling the truth and Devon's going to be pulling an Arm Wars, it'll most likely be in August. But we're going back because Hunter wants Devon versus Dave rematch at King of the Table. Once again, this match is a high probability of happening, and it can happen at King of the Table because the timelines do meet. Dave hasn't announced any other matches. He likes to just do one at a time. He's pulling Rivas. So Devon versus Dave, they're both pulling at East versus West in May. Once again, the 4 to 8 week training block Dave's a natural super heavyweight, weighing around the 120 to 130 kilos. Devon can continue his cycle. So, at King of the Table, the two, I would give them both a 75% probability. Devon versus Alex Kadecha, Devon versus Dave rematch at King of the Table. I like those two. Who else are we going to book at King of the Table, you dead set legends? Get in there. Devon versus Dave Chafee at Arm Wars. We'll get to Arm Wars in the timeline in a moment. We'll just stick for King of the Table at the moment. I feel Devon versus Erdemez would generate the most interest. Yeah, you're probably right, Triceps. Probably. Because there's so much. Because Devon loves trolling everyone and saying, I'm never pulling Erdemez. I'm never pulling Erdemez. I'm never pulling Erdemez. So I love it because it doesn't matter. It's everyone that hates Devon will continue to hate Devon. He beats Sanders. Yeah, but he lost to Levant. If he beat, he beat Prudnik. Yeah, but it's only the heavyweight division. You can't beat the supers. If he beats Gennady, oh, well, he's just avoiding Erdemez. So then if he goes and pulls Erdemez and beats him, which the Erdemez I saw, to see Erdemez in February and Devon in January, 100%, that would generate so much interest. The build-up would be brilliant. It's going to be so good. So, yeah. What else have we got? The Drews jumped in. Ready, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Driving, Drew. Be safe. The slow down is in the chat. How you going? Slow down. Says, might Devon pull at the event where John and Todd are pulling in Canada? So that's at We the North, and that's late August, where the second Arm Wars is. We the North. I probably should have put it in there. And let's go with timelines and see if we can fit it in there. Devon versus Dennis is a legacy match. Why is it not King of the Table? Mate, once again, I know the reasons. I know the behind the thing stuff. I just can't say. I do apologize, Jeremiah, because I hate being vague and things like that, but there's a reason. Ongabayev wants to pull Devon. You'd be stupid not to want to pull Devon. He is money. You're getting the biggest payday that you want. If you join in the YouTube banter, you get instant views, instant subs. It's all happening. Keith, I really hope Devon doesn't pull an Arm Wars. That still hurts a few people. He's got a sour taste in his mouth. Yeah, fair enough. I wonder if the match with Devon would be live at Arm Wars. That's always funny. When Leonidas was visiting Devon, I heard him talking to Umesh from Be Strong in the background about a Devon Kadecha match. Oh, look, it's plenty of matches. So Devon Jerry, Mark beat. That's another amazing match. Once again, timeline. Jerry's getting ready for Erdemez, and I think that's in July. Is that July or October? July or October, Jerry versus Erdemez. Because if it's in July, he's not put. Then Jerry's out for King of the Table because Jerry will be all in for his match with Erdemez. So, but I do want that match, Mark B. I want it big time. Okay. We the North's August 13th. I thought it was end of August for some reason. Okay. Devon look fired up. Levant and Dennis. And maybe Zoe. Mr. Honeycutt. How are you doing? No, I don't think they're pulling at East versus West 7. No, I think it's East versus West 8 because Erdemez was sore in February. We saw in February. Okay. So he's still recovering from injury. So then we go to AWE, July 1st. That's the week after King of the Table. If Devon's pulling at King of the Table, then we rule out AWE. Sorry, Dave, Matt, and Ryan. He's hinted at Arm Wars in August. So then that rules out We the North. So if Neil lands him at an Iron House, if Neil lands him in a dark card that he hinted at that's happening in August, then from there, who would he pull at an Arm Wars event? Who would he pull at an Arm Wars event? Now, this is in August, which gives him 8 weeks to get to a super heavyweight in October. August, September, October. Yeah. So then, okay, so people are just asking some questions. We'll get in there at the moment. So then, if he's going to pull at Arm Wars at the Iron House, who is he going to pull? Will it be a relatively easy match? Not that Devon takes things easy, but, you know, he might take, he might pull one of the champions there, like a Mindigus Dalskus and things like that. We just don't know. Todd and Oleg's love child. What's happening? TOLC, the Tolk. How you going, buddy? Says, in fairness, Devon's last big win at super heavyweight was Michael Todd. Not a big win in hindsight. Still lots of questions against Gennady. Yeah, well, it was a big win at the time. It was a huge win. And beating Michael Todd, in my opinion these days, is still a huge win. So, yeah, it'll be very, very interesting. Very interesting. But still a lot of questions against Gennady. And rightly so. That is fair. I think what I see from Devon, I think he takes it. But, man, Gennady's looking strong. Gennady's looking powerful. Can Devon just find that little spot? But thank you very much for the super chat. It goes a long way. Todd and Oleg's love child. Thank you very much. Jonesy, why I kind of disagree with this is because, like, Devon's been in the game for so long. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's very, very intelligent. So he knows what he can and can't do. So if Devon wants to pull in the 80 kilos, I'm backing him. You know, the way he goes about it is very smart, articulate. Yeah, Devon's not silly. So I think he goes from there. So people are saying Devon versus Morozov at Arm Wars. Why? I will say no to that one at Arm Wars. In my opinion, that's an $80,000 to $100,000 match. 80 to 100,000. Let's go 60 to 100,000. 30K each, 40K each, plus prize money. I don't, and that's no disrespect, just knowing a lot of the business styles, that's not happening in Arm Wars. If it is, amazing. Neil's the man, 100%. Primal Source Gaming. What up? What's up, Aussie? Ready, bang. How you going, Primal Source Gaming? Hope you're doing well. So people are guessing Dave Chafee at Arm Wars. Brilliant. One by one, the Europeans will fall. Okay. Do you think Gennady beat Monster Michael Todd more convincingly than Devon? No. Not at all. So too big for King of the Table? No, because King of the Table, yeah. Then, no, King of the Table will be, oh, you mean Arm Wars. I think too big for Arm Wars. So then, okay. Then where are we at? So we're at Arm Wars. Who are we going to book him for Arm Wars? Would he get an Ongabayev? Would he get Prudnik back on the table? Would he get... So we're going to book him in Arm Wars. So we've got him one match. So if our timeline's right, we're getting him at King of the Table. So we've got him one extra match. So everyone that voted no, you're eliminated. Arm Wars. If Neil lands him, who does he pull? It's not John. It's not Irakli. It's not Ongabayev. I'm trying to think of like a strong English-speaking heavyweight puller. Maybe European. Ongabayev would be a great match, but I don't know if Ongabayev would pull at Arm Wars. I hope he does. Okay, let's just say Ongabayev. And those that watch this later, drop all your answers in the comments. But let's go later. Okay, so we've got 2 matches booked. King of the Table, end of June. Then come August at Ironhouse 4, we get Devon again, which is another 8-week spot. For me, unfortunately, Arm Gods and Monster Factory in September are eliminated. They might make he might turn up and make an appearance, but I think they're eliminated for pulling. Devon might jump on the table. He might do a little King of the Table thing, but I don't think he'll have an official match. So then, of course, because he wants to put everything into Dennis. He wants to put everything into Dennis at East versus West 9. Arm Gods Canada, I think it's in September. But they're just trying to land a date with the venue. Tide of Life. I used to be a huge Devon fan, but his attitude in the last couple of years has done a 180. Interesting. What makes you say that? Tide, what makes you say that, mate? Okay, so we've booked in 2 matches. King of the Table, potentially Dave and Jerry. Arm Wars, Ongabayev. Arm Gods and Monster Factory say it's in September. Then September 30th says Triceps. That means I have to miss the AFL Grand Final over here. Devastated, but we'll do it. East versus West in October. He's pulling Dennis. Now, if King of the Table's in November, because it's usually, we had East versus West in January, because it kind of changed. Because we had King of the Table in October, East versus West in November. Then we went East versus West in January, King of the Table February. So I'm going to go King of the Table a month after. Whoa, focus. So I'm going to go East versus West, October. Now, this is where things get really interesting. So if we assume King of the Table 9, King of the Table 7. So that'll be King of the Table 8. If King of the Table don't have one in August, June, July, August. Because remember, I missed July's East versus West. So then August might have a King of the Table there. So let's just assume King of the Table 9 is in November. This is where it gets interesting for King of the Table 9. Because if East versus West versus Dennis if that's early October and then late November is King of the Table, I think we can have a match there. And I think if he doesn't pull Dave or Jerry here, he pulls one of them in November. What's up, David Ma? How you going, you dead set legend? Did anyone? Oh, yeah, I read that. That would have hurt to write that down. that would have right down. I don't think they were written in like order, but I know when he was writing them, he was like, I've got to put his name down. Damn it. Now, Irving says possibly a rematch with Prudnick at Arm Wars. Yep. He took the Levan loss just fine. Yeah, he did. Absolutely. What else have we got? Got to disagree with you there, Emmanuel. Trust me, got to disagree with you there. Most probably, he hasn't put up enough money. He hasn't put up enough money. So if he does, fantastic. Yeah, I can guarantee you now, Devon versus Dave Emmanuel will either be a King of the Table East versus West. The way things have lined up, 100% Emmanuel, and then you can come buy me a beer when it happens. I will bet you a match of that caliber will be at East versus West or King of the Table, and we're trying to guess. But hey, I love your enthusiasm. But got to disagree with you respectfully. Hey, Sarah Lightning Latona, how are you going? Some big news coming from Sarah, but I'm going to keep it hush hush. That's Sarah's awesome news to announce. I saw a Facebook post, so I'm trying to guess what it is. Hope you are doing well, you dead set legend. There's another interesting thing by King of the Table 9. Monster Michael Todd looking to make a statement and a comeback. We could get that one. We definitely could get that one. What's up, Red Catman Studio? Red Catman Studio. RVJ versus BLM at Arm God. No. There it is. At Arm Gods Canada. Let's get it at Marcus Thompson. Well, I know he's busy at the moment, so if he comes in, I don't think he'll make it today. But if he does, let's remind him, Schmo. Okay. Where was I up to? So King of the Table 9. So we're in November, which I think would be Devon's last match of the year. Who would he pull? It could be a Jerry or a Dave. I think for him to get that, if we were living in a fantasy land and we booked Devon versus Erdemes, I don't think it would happen 1 month after him pulling Dennis. So because Devon would put everything into the October match. Would we get? So that's where the Kadecha match might come in. We mentioned Kadecha before. I think that was JR. Yeah, Kadecha. So that could be at King of the Table 9. So what do we got? Dave or Jerry at King of the Table 7. We've got him versus Ongabayev at Arm Wars. Now the two options, this is just a fun one. Going off that last comment about Monster Michael Todd, he could skip King of the Table 9 and we get a big mega matchup, say January, February. And he pulls Monster Michael Todd in December at the Monster Factory. How good is that? How good is that? Now, I am down with all of those. So we've got him potentially 3 more matches this year. So let's go to my poll. How many people picked 3? 30%, 31% of the people, 111 votes, 31% of the people picked 3 matches. We've booked in 3 more matches this year. 6 matches. So, another poll. Can Devon pull 6 matches in 2020? In 2023, yes or no? Hey guys, if you haven't already, can you please hit the like button up? Let's quickly get it to 50 likes. We're sitting on 35. Vote. Hop out of the live chat. If we can just bump those likes up, it would be brilliant. That would be muchly appreciated if we can just absolutely smash those lights up. That match versus that match first, you reckon? Because that was booked, wasn't it? What else have we got? Okay, everyone's having a good conversation with each other in the chat. I love it. Spacey. Devon is no longer limited by space and time. He may pull 1,000 matches in 20. Well, he pulls 1,000 times. You see him in his latest videos. He's pulling anybody that he can get his hands near. He's pulling anybody. Muchly's a word, Atlantis. He goes, I leave you. I'm going because you invented a new word, muchly. Muchly appreciated. Yeah, muchly's a word. To great extent. Very much. That's a word, Atlantis. Good work, buddy. Devon's body can't do that many. It's super heavy. Well, we've got 2 super heavyweight matches. Well, Monster Michael Todd, no, because remember when Monster put so say we're booking Monster at Monster Factory. Remember, and he put the old weight limit on it. So that wouldn't be at super. So we've only got him 1 super heavyweight match, and that's either at probably at King of the Table here, King of the Table 7, because Arm Wars was Ongabayev, which would be a heavyweight match. And then say we skip King of the Table 9 and we go straight to King of the Table Monster Factory in December, that would be a heavyweight match against Monster Michael Todd. But yeah, maybe a left-hand match for Devon. Yeah. He could make left arm great again. Absolutely. I mean, he main evented at WAL or was a showcase event at WAL with his left arm match against Bordolato. Thanks, mate. Primal Source, thank you. Everyone hit the like button. I know everyone's been saying it. Muchly, like Lotsley. Muchly's a word. Yes, there's pulling anybody, and then there's pulling people in the top 5. Heavyweights, 115. I think the heavyweight is capped. White Wolf comes in. Ready, Fang. What's up, White Wolf, my man? Hope you are going well. You missed a lot, Travis. You've missed a lot. Oh, while we're doing that, let me just remove that video. We'll get back to that. If you're coming on the 25-hour podcast. Here it is. Here are some of the rules. You must bring energy. You must be up and about. Don't be a wet fish. Got to bring a topic to talk about. I'm not there to interview you. You got to help me out. You got to help me out. Really, you got to help me out. It'd be great. You can't just sit there in silence. Join in the conversation. I understand, we all might be talking, but don't just sit there. I had people last year put themselves on mute and talk to someone else in the room because it's got to look good on camera. You got to at least share it. If you're coming on the show, got to at least share it on one of your socials. Hey, I'm jumping on Aussie's show. He's doing a 25-hour podcast. Let's go support him. If you're coming on, don't be a dick. You can disagree with people on the chat. That's fine. But if you are coming on to purposely troll people, purposely wind people up, come on. And if you're someone that has slagged me off in the past and you're going to try and get away with it by sneaking in, don't worry, I know you are. You better come in with some humble pie or a big fat apology cake. Because don't try and come in and, because I know exactly who you are. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of you out there. That's okay. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be 100% fun. But there's some fun rules of the podcast. Happy with those? They're fair. They're fair rules, aren't they? Yeah, rewind after the stream is over. What else have we got? What else have we got in the chat? Need more Todd, I never ask for money. I'm always grateful for any super chats. I'm always grateful for super chats. I never ask for them. I'm very appreciated when anyone helps and supports the channel. No, White Wolf, you're all right, mate. You're all right. You're welcome. You're going to be so sick of me posting, you'll block me. No way. No way. Like, you guys are discussing Devon in the comments, but you haven't gone stupid. You know what I mean? So I love it. Don't be a dick. Effing rules. What if you don't have socials? That's okay, mate. That's okay. If you don't have socials, then yeah, that's fine. Can we talk, Ozzy? Can we talk anything? I would prefer it to be arm wrestling. It's a 25-hour arm wrestling podcast. I'd love to chat basketball, UFC, wrestling, whatever, NFL, baseball, NHL. I'd love to chat all that. I would prefer it to be arm wrestling. Arm wrestling related. Yes, it is. A Warlord and Barbarian Powers of Pain shirt. My wife got it for me for Christmas one year. It's a sick shirt. It's a sick shirt. Good work, Irving. Does it count if I've trolled Ryan? No. No. Everyone's trolled Ryan, the poor guy. Ryan will be joining, though. The podcast, is it in person you are talking about or over Discord? No, it'll be right here, Jonesy. It is right here on YouTube. I'm going 25 hours straight. And what I'll do is I'm going to have guests on the show. I'll open the lines up so anyone can join the show. But I'm going for 25 hours straight. So there'll be 3 different videos because on YouTube, you cannot go for 25 hours straight. It cuts you off after like 10, 11 hours. So I'm going to go 0 to 9 hours and then roll into the next video. So whilst it's annoying, we all have to quickly jump and move over there, including my guests. It was a lot easier on Zoom, but I cancelled my Zoom account because Zoom, I could just move it and anything. But it's much better on here because I can put your comments up and whatnot. Yeah, so it'll be 0 to 9, 9 to 18, 18 to 25, and then I'm going to bed. No, you haven't, Travis. You've been awesome. Okay, what else have we got? I'm going to live stream comment is 25-hour laughs, even if you ask me not to. And I will share your live commentary of my 25-hour podcast. We'll enter like Inception, and then you'll react to me live commentating your live commentary of my 25-hour podcast. Deal. Hey, what up? What's going on, mate? What's going on? Aussie Powers, the spy who slagged me. Oh, What else have we got? Can there be an over-the-top segment? What do you mean by, like, about the movie? Are you talking about the movie? Absolutely. Yes, you can. When Uncle John's on, you can be a dick to him. Not too much because I love him. Yes, Drew. Thank you. Just be clever. Absolutely, Jonesy. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Lots of pruning. Okay. Just wait. Yeah, the movie. Mate, we can talk about the movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Last 24-hour podcast, I was like, I'm not sure how I'll go. I might do a watch along. But I think I'm going to do a watch along one live stream anyway. I'm going to get my brother on because like me and my brother used to watch it all the time because I think it's free on YouTube. So I might sit there and go, right, here we go, guys. We're going to press play in 3, 2, 1, and we press play. And then I might say, right, pause it and, say some fun facts or just tease it. Like, do it, like the DVD special commentary over the movie. I think I might do that. I don't think I'll do the whole movie on the 25-hour podcast, but one live stream will just be an over-the-top watch-along. What's up, Richard? How you going, mate? Yes, I am, Spermies. Anyone can come on. Anyone can come on. Absolutely. Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler will be my guest. My first guest. She's always my first guest. Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler will be the first guest to kick off the show. So let's go back to it. Let's go back to our timeline. So we know there's the 2 matches already booked. I hate being slapped in the face. So my brother can play Stallone. I hate being slapped in the face. Jared. That's a good one. What's the date? Friday. So where are you from, Jonesy? Where are you from? Oh, thanks, Spermy. I love Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler as well. Hello, Aussie Arm Wrestler. I love the stream. Thanks, Devon Stum. Thank you very much. So, just Eastern USA. So, it will start 7 a.m. your time on Friday. 7 a.m. Jonesy. Smart man, White Wolf. It is 9:49 a.m. at my place. What do we got? I might have to call in sick on Friday. Good man. Good man. I know. I know Phil Woody UK took the day off to help out. How can people call in? So what will happen is I'll put a link in the description or a link in the comments and you'll go bang. Yeah, link in the description or a link in the comments. And that's what I'll yeah, and you just click the link and when I let you in, so you'll be put in the waiting room. I can see when people are in the waiting room. Irving's going to try and do the whole 25 hours. What a ledge. So they're the 2 matches booked. Then we are guessing King of the Tables in June. Now, we think Devon or Jerry. Maybe not Jerry because he's going to be pumped for Erdemes. So I think Devon versus Jerry. The thing is, if Jerry wins, he will want Levan. So I think Devon versus. I don't pay any of my guests. I am definitely not paying anyone. I don't need to. The arm wrestling community is good. So let's go back to this. Devon, what were we saying? Dave Chafee or Jerry at this one? We don't know where he'll go for King of the Table 9 because if Jerry wins, he will want Levan. And that would be at King of the Table 9 because that would be June to November. I like it. I like it. So then we've got one match there. Next on the list was the Monster Factory. Now, we had a bit of fun and said if we don't get Devon a match at King of the Table in November, we're gonna have Devon versus the Monster in December. So that's 2 matches. Either way, that's 2 matches there. The 2 matches there. Then we had Armed Gods. Now, we ruled Armed Gods out in September due to the timeline. But whatever Marcus wants, Marcus gets. So it's not 100% rule out. Then we had Arm Wars. Now, we booked Ongabayev in August because Neil had hinted that Ongabayev was ready to go. Ongabayev was ready to go. So, no. Neil hinted that Devon was going to pull at an Arm Wars. He's got his dart card happening in May, which I don't think that would happen, but this is just me guessing. So I think it would be at something like this August one. This is this August one. Then my guys in July, AWE, I don't think they would have it. That's my timeline. That is my timeline. Good morning, Adonis. How you going, buddy? Hope you are doing well. Arm wrestling math might be where Devon beats Jerry, but Jerry beats Levan, and Levan still beats Devon. I would not be surprised. Mate, brilliant. Oh, how funny was that yesterday? I lost it. For those who didn't join, go check out the end of Maximum Bang Monday. I lost it. I was in tears and even was giggling after the show finished. I lost it. You guys were so funny. What else do we got? What about a possible Travis Bajan comeback and a run at Devon at King of the Table 9? That would be unreal. That would cost a lot of money to get Travis Bajan back on the table. It costs a lot of money just to get him to commentate. But I would love it. I would love it. Okay, just double checking a few things. Stevie Diamonds, sup boys? What's going on, my man? I just got to double check something. Hope everyone's going well. So, have I missed anything out? Does anyone else think like where Devon will get another match from? We've booked him in for another 3 matches according to the timeline. Now, 6 matches in 2023 is awesome. That's every 2 months. That's every 2 months. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Travis versus Alexi would be so cool. Absolutely. Ozzy, please run a few minutes late. I got to poop still. Awesome. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, because you are starting in like 4 minutes, aren't you, Beer Man? Jake, we killed Brandon. Yeah, I was there for a bit of it. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. That's for sure. Yeah. So about 5 or so more minutes, guys. 5 or so more minutes. Do we think an event will come out of nowhere and book? Devon, not like as an attendance, not as not as an attending or running a training seminar or things like that. A genuine banger match. We've got him down for another 3, which would take his schedule to 6. So we'll have to wait and see there. It'll be cool. I mean, more Devon matches are great. Oh, you know, one, it wouldn't happen this year, but do you know one of them would be brilliant? Another one that would be brilliant. WAL. WAL announced their comeback and they just go bang. How good would that be? Oh, I should have just planted WAL all over him. So now, how good would that be if, like, WAL go, we've got a Christmas treat for you in December, and this is what we're doing. And then they have Devon versus Jerry, Devon versus, I don't know. That would be brilliant. I'm not sure if when WAL is coming back. I have been saying that they've been coming back since I started my channel. Because when I initially did this, I was like, yeah, WAL's coming back. WAL's coming back. But that was my dream to commentate WAL. That was my dream because when I was I'm heavily into arm wrestling now, but WAL for me was like, you know, because of I love NBA, I love WWE, I love all of that. I love entertainment. I love big, loud crowds and things like that. That's why I loved Arm Gods. That's why I loved King of the Tables. You know, they're going absolutely bananas. So that's what I'm going to be big on. Hopefully we can get that. Hopefully it comes back. They've been posting a bit on their social medias. So fingers crossed. We get them back, guys. Fingers crossed. I really, really appreciate it. If you've got any last questions, guys, before I wrap up the show, thank you, Todd and Oleg's love child, for, you know, why I'm saying thanks. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate everything you guys have been doing for the channel. What do you think of my timeline? Am I even close? Let's check out let's do the poll. Wow, 50-50. 73 votes, 75, 76, 77, 78 votes. 50-50. Can Devon pull 6 matches in 2023? 50 to 49%. What was my next poll? Oh. Is my timeline correct? I'll give you a chance. Is my timeline correct? Whack that. Give it a go. Vote. Well, you'd be nonsense to vote no. Of course you're going to vote yes. 6 matches is just too much, mate. Muchly. Brandon Allen's channel. Brandon Allen's channel. Yeah, it was over to Filthy Brandon Allen's, and now we're going to go over to Evans. Yeah, I like the way Irving's thinking. Of course you're right, Jake. Throw in an Engen match by the end of the year. Wow. That would be cool. Thomas, who would you like him to pull? Who would you like him to pull? Like all the regulars, but would like to see some new blood pull. Who would you like him? I would be very surprised to see him. Wait, where'd that go? Have 6 matches, to be honest. Yeah, I'd still love it. I'd absolutely bloody love it. That is for sure. Benji Max coming in the last minute. Hey, go on, Benji. Yo, yo, yo. What? Wait, where'd it go? I got sent to some random stream with old people. That's weird. Too much uncertainty in the timeline continuum, especially with Neil's 88 miles per hour pickup. Oh, brilliant. That's hilarious, Travis, that you got sent elsewhere. That is... No, I believe you, Travis. I believe you, saying not joking. I believe you. I just find it hilarious. Also coming up on the channel, members video coming out tomorrow. Just a quick little update on the journey. I've also got a sneak peek. Where are the videos? I'll get my phone out. Can my family beat an arm wrestling machine? So I'm just going to get all the clips. So me, my brother, and his 2 kids, my nephew, that was my nephew on the screen there, and my niece, all take on this arm wrestling machine. And can we beat it? We all have a crack because there's 9 levels. So I'm just going to mash all the videos together and we will go from there. Got sent to a sock link. Who is the most expensive arm wrestler right now? Devon and Levan. And Dennis. 100%. Has to be. It has to be. And then probably Travis Bajan. I would guess those 4. That would be tier 1. Morozov, Ermes, maybe Jerry, tier 2. Then Dave, Gennady, John Brezink. Who else? Would be tier 3. Maybe Gennady, tier 3. That's how I think it would go. Everyone else guess GB's channel. Hey, Muscle Bike, what's happening, my man? What is going on? Yeah, Benji, I'll whip it out tomorrow. I might get time to quickly edit it today, but I don't want you guys to leave Evan's stream. So everyone's saying pound for pound, Devon's the most expensive. Bajan, the most. Why Travis tier 1? Because that's what he would just demand. That's what he would just demand. Jonathan Peach coming in right at the death. We're about to wrap up, and everyone's going to Evan's show. I'm going to edit a video, and then I believe I have to take my wife and daughter somewhere. Where do you think Bowen stands? Well, let me answer. I just say g'day to Sol. How you going, Sol? Just drop by a flash of pen and like and listen to the founder of Life Commentary as I work. Keep up with the awesome stuff, mate. Keep up with the awesome stuff. If you don't know who Sol is, he does all the graphics works for, all the East versus West stuff. That's Sol. That is Sol. Where do you think Bowen stands on that list? No, he's not expensive. He's not expensive at all. I don't think he's expensive at all. Hey guys, thank you very much for that. If you're new to the channel, I've had a bit of a growth lately, which is always nice. Hope you guys go back and watch some old videos. Head over to Beer Man's channel. He's going to go live now. And you guys are just amazing. Muchly appreciated. So we worked out that muchly is a word. I may be going live tomorrow, but if not, you'll see me at the 25-hour podcast. 25-hour podcast ready to kill it. Hope to see you all there. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All righty. I'm out of here, guys. Take care. We'll see you soon. Ready, bang.